Ever since me and my sister got put into foster care, and hell, even before then, me and her were always treated very differently. And I'm not saying I wanted to have been treated like a 15-year-old girl, but shit, you could at least try. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. I feel like you're not understanding me. Every kid in the foster care system had 3 things to look forward to: your monthly allowance, your clothing allowance, and Christmas. My sister's monthly allowance was $60. My monthly allowance was $20. And most months, my foster parent wouldn't even give it to me. When the system sent money to our foster parent to pay for our clothes for that month, my sister would usually be taken on a shopping trip that following weekend, where she would be able to get some new clothes, maybe some new shoes. But me, I was usually rocking the same shoes, same ill-fitted jeans with holes in them, and cycling through the same 6 shirts. And the system would spoil the shit out of my sister around Christmas. She got iPods, TVs, stereo systems, guitars. I got a football and some fucking coloring pencils. And I probably wouldn't make a big deal about it, but the thing that fucking irked me to my core was that she was the worst behaved between the 2 of us. And if you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you've seen the kind of shit that this girl does. She was able to get in fights at school, get in trouble at home, and still get new clothes. But it's me who has to go to school in fucking rags every day. And you know how fucking brutal kids are in Chicago at school about the clothes that you wear. I never really understood that, if I'm being honest. I mean, we were all stuck in the same broke-ass town where most children didn't even know their fathers. I never really thought you wearing Nike while somebody else is wearing FUBU gives you permission to be a d***. My friend Donnie, though, always had it a little differently. Some of you guys may remember him from a different video. He was one of the 2 friends that I had, and unlike most people at that school, he came from a 2-parent household. The thing about Donnie is he was always swagged the out. His mom always gave him money, every girl in our grade liked him, and his levels of confidence is something you only see on TV. And his mom is the most generous and sweetest person I know. She would take us to school sometimes, bring us some of that delicious McDonald's breakfast. Best memory I have is sitting in that cafeteria eating that motherfucking sausage, egg, and cheese Sammy, bro. Donnie was pretty generous too. Every now and then he'd slide me a few clothes to wear, since we were the same size and he had so many. And even if I couldn't look forward to Christmas, I could always look forward to my birthday. Even if I only had 2 friends to spend it with, they were my best friends. And given my situation, I know I may not have had the most normal childhood, but people like that and their families really made me feel normal. It was Donnie's mom who would let me stay at her place for the night whenever my foster parent was just too much. It was Alex's dad who showed up to pin the ribbon on me during the 8th grade graduation ceremony. These people who had no reason to do so made sure I had the best 4 years. One day, Donnie comes through with these sick ass white and blue Nike sneakers. He said he saw that my shoes were recently falling apart, so he decided to give me these shoes that he never wore. And he also came through with 2 additional duffel bags full of entire fits. Next chance we get, we pull up to school looking fresh as fuck. There's something about wearing your best fit to school that just makes you feel kind of confident. So now I understood a little bit more why people wanted to fight Donnie. If I ain't have drip like this, I would be a hater too. I was able to rock these clothes for like 4 days until this lady got in a mood and everything up. Some of you guys may recognize her from my other videos. She was my foster parent at the time. The bitch is unstable mentally. She should have had no business being anywhere near kids, and I really hope she got some professional help. So one day after school, I walk into my house, and at this point, I'm still sporting some of the clothes that Donnie gave me. I'm trying to get down to the basement, which is where my room was, when I hear her say, where the fuck did you get those clothes? So now I'm frozen in my tracks, right? Because I could lie to her and say that I bought them myself, but she never gave me my allowance, she never gave me my clothing allowance, so she would know that I never bought them. But then I think, no matter what I say, it's gonna be the same outcome, because this lady hates to see me happy. I got them from Donnie. Donnie? Yes, Donnie. Why you getting clothes from him? I needed new clothes and he cares about me? Are you saying I don't? Did you get me new clothes? So you got clothes from him to prove a point? No, I got new clothes from him because I needed them. I just don't feel comfortable with you taking handouts. My old shoes literally have holes in them. I got tired of reassembling my shoes every day before school, so I took some shoes from my friend. I don't think I understand the problem here. The problem is I'm your mom and I want you to return all that shit to him. End of conversation. Foster mom. It sucks when your parents won't do something for you and they also forbid you from getting that help from someone else. And I used to try to be understanding as to why she was the way she was. Right, she lost her husband 3 years ago to gang violence, and I could tell she never really processed it correctly. But after a while, it's not really my problem. And I don't mean to sound like a dick or come off cold, but you don't use people to deal with things. When I got down to my room, I was pissed off. I gotta go to school with fucking holes in my shoes because of your ego. But I took off the clothes, put them in the bag, and started getting rid of all the clothes that he gave to me, changing once again into my old rags. I take the 2 duffel bags and walk over to his house, and when I see him, I don't even have to say anything, because he already knows exactly what kind of person she is. So after I get back from his house, I pull the shoes he gave me from under the bed. And maybe this was just in my head, but for some reason, it felt like somehow, without me wearing them for 4 days, they got even worse. As tired as I was of playing this game, I had already played this game before. So I take the shoe and try to apply some glue to make it as good as new. The next day, I wake up and go to school. I go to first period, second period, I look down at my shoes, all is well. I go to third period, fourth period, I look down, yes, okay, just keep doing what you're doing, okay, just please don't do this to me in the middle of school. Go to lunch. Okay, you still looking pretty good. Okay, I guess we're good. But I go to recess. And by now, I kind of stopped really worrying about the shoes. I was talking to this dude on the playground named Maurice. Wouldn't consider him a friend. He's actually an asshole. But he was the only dude I can talk to about this new show I'd been watching called Lab Rats. This guy's usually the class clown, and he never stops moving around to entertain people unless he's talking about this show. So while I'm talking to him, I see him look down. And I didn't notice what he was looking at the time, so I just kept talking. But then he shoots me this Anthony Mackie ass grin. Oh no. I looked down at my shoe, and all of the holes that were in my shoe ripped together into one big, giant hole. I look up at him and he's still grinning at me. For a while we don't say anything because there's nothing to say. We both know what he's gonna do. Maurice, please, just don't. I know you're a funny guy, but just don't do this, please. Shh. I'm sorry. I have to do my job. Hey y'all, come and look at Deshante's shoes! Bro, you been to church lately? No. Then why your shoes so holy? Yo shit look like a transformer that stopped halfway. The dude starts roasting me, and he's not just coming after my shoes, he's going in for my soul. Having everybody laugh at you like that is not fun, my guy. And I think it was mainly because I spent the entire day trying to avoid this exact outcome, so it hit harder. That walk home was awful. The entire time I just felt like demoralized, almost as if I wasn't even a person. And it's crazy how at that age, somebody clowning you can make you feel like that. But unfortunately, that is just the world we live in. I get to my house, I'm walking past my foster mom, and she's like, "How was school?" That question pissed me off so much I didn't even say anything. I took off my shoes, dropped them at her feet, and went to my room. Moral of the story: when you place too much value on what people think or what they say about you, you give them your happiness. And no one is going to take care of or care about your happiness as much as you. It is up to you to decide what you're worth and not the things you wear.